salvation. We are all connected. Let it go. A frightening dystopia.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Hippo Cup 9. We're here for another matchup in the group stage, this time Sun versus lounette. This one in Group F. I'm Dio. I'm joined by XCF for this match between the top two seeds of this group.
Top two seeds. So apparently with that information, we're going to see who is getting that first seed in this group. Going to be slotted themselves in the winner's bracket. Sun, I think they're doing pretty good in the terms of map count. They went 5-2 against Disco Chuds, and now with their first match against lounette, I believe is the pronunciation of that team. You got a tough team to go against. You have a combination of lots of great players from both teams. Lots of flags. I think this is the most colored flag match I've yet to see. So it's gonna be a great match.
Yeah, and actually, lounette already down 0-1. They have lost a match to Hippo Cup, the lowest seeded team in the group. Hippo Cup currently up 2-0 after beating both lounette and Disco Chuds earlier today. So lounette, they're down 0-1. They really want to win this match to have a better chance of getting, out of the group. Whereas Sun, they're currently up 1-0. They have already beaten Disco Chuds 5-2. So assuming they win this match at all, they're going to at least match Pipotam's 2-0 win-loss record and at least match their 4-point differential, putting them at the worst at a tie for first place in the group. So Sun very, very much wanting to just win this match and solidify themselves as one of the top 2 teams in the group.
I think to at least get on top of that first seed for the map point differentials, I think they cannot lose the same amount, or the calculations are a little weird. Doing it on the fly is a little hard, but I think it's just being maybe around 5-3 win for Sun, or maybe 5-2 would be very much the best case scenario for this team. But yeah, Hard Rock 3, Nomad 3, alt maps getting out of the pool. I believe Hard Rock 3 also just that little bit of the flow map for the streams. So we aren't going to see a lot of flow in this pool. Second bans as well going to be happening. I've seen a lot of bans on more of the RNG maps, such as School, Free Mod 4, very, very small map. I think this is the shortest map in the pool, sitting at 49 seconds, other than DT5, which is at 41 seconds. But yeah, most of the coin flip maps getting banned out makes sense. You want to have like picks that are kind of like momentum growing or momentum kind of gravitating towards your win. Number 5, getting rid of that low AR map. I believe another type of finger control flow aim map as well.
Yeah, I think the Free Mod 4 is definitely that kind of coin flip map, right? The Hard Rock 3 though, it's just a very straightforward flow aim pick. So it's kind of a coin flip map just because of how straightforward it is. Yeah, not very fly of them to ban fly. Nomad 5 gone, as you mentioned. That it is a little bit finger control focused, the Nomad 5 low AR reading pick. And does look like we're going to see a roll for the first pick for Sun. Looking at their second pick, and it is going to be DT5, Kind Lady by Okiatos. Saw this a few times. This is 40 seconds. It is a, I believe, 2009 map here in the pool. Yeah, ranked and submitted in 2009. And yeah, you can tell it's AR7 before double time, which makes it AR9 after DT, 200 BPM, mostly grid snaps, somewhat grid flow, mostly more grid reading and finger control.
I think you see most of the misses just happening on the low AR, just the density. Very, very, very dense just because of that AR. Very, very short map. I don't expect a lot of breaks considering that both of these teams did very well in their match. Even though now Lounette lost their match, they did go to tiebreaker, which doesn't mean that they don't have bad scores to show. It means it was a very close match. Could have gone either way, considering that group stage, low SR, very, very low SR for the caliber of players that we have. So do not count them out. Sun could possibly have some unfortunate low rolls just due to the volatility of how these matches are going. So just AR9, DT5.
Yeah, let's see how this one starts off. We're missing a couple of players for both of these teams, waiting to get into things. Sun, just to go over the roster with Insert, Alphew, Aleph, Fedora Goose, Saryi, Toybot, Tosin Jordan, Vivlos, and Lightning Fox. As you mentioned, Exia, a very international roster. Lounette, a mostly French roster. You have Lanc Noir, you have Garage de Luck, you have Thuya, you have Thunder, you have Amount Chupi, you have Padoru, you have La Pauvre Bill, you have Sully, and you have Midarna. I believe that is a fully French team, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that is a fully French team versus Mr. Worldwide here for Lounette.
Oh goodness, the 17 UTC scheduling worked out for the international team. All right, Bancho will work. We will have all 8 players loaded up in all these maps. But anyways, DT5, very short map, very short commentary. You're gonna see lots of these very aim controlly patterns, a little bit stops and goes, nobody breaking at all. Accuracy is a little bit over to the side of Sun, just by a 500-point margin, and that's already 1/3 of the map. What?
And an early miss for Thunder there on the side of lounette. As we get halfway into the map now, only 120 combo or so in. Accuracy, honestly, keeping it pretty close right now. 91 or 92 on Fedora Goose, 94 on Alfeu, but 93 for Padaru. And there goes Padaru with that miss as well. Drops the act down, drops the combo down, and that now is a pretty big overall lead for Sun on this map. Doesn't look that big on Score V1, but you have to realize an FC on this is only 700k or so. So it's honestly a bigger lead than in Score V2. The fact that this is a 500k score lead is actually quite massive in favor of Sun on a map this short. So very well played to them. 4-way FC, not much you can do unless you are also going to be able to put up that 4-way for your team. And lounette not able to do so on this map. Solid first pick for Sun.
Just continuing where they left off, so basically going to be great mapping for them. Last match, Sun did have DT5 banned with them banning that map, so there was a change around for the group stage, changing those bans into using DT5 as a map to play, but maybe they're banning around lounette, as you need to kind of go around the picks of your team as well as the opponents. But DT1 going back into another DT map for the group stage here.
Yeah, going back to DT for Lookbook this time around. lounette, I believe, had played this already. I'm going to double check what they've played in their match versus Hippo Cup already. Could have sworn that Lookbook was in there. Indeed it was. They had a 3-way FC on this map with their 4th player Thunder on the hidden, dropping about 120 combo with the 2 miss, so down a million score from a 4-way FC, but that is still quite a good team score on this map. Whereas Sun, I don't think they have played this map. Oh no, they have actually played this, and they actually lost to Disco Chuds when they played Disco Chuds earlier in the day. Disco Chuds putting up a similar score line to lounette, a little bit worse than them. And Sun, only 2 FCs on the board. Doragoose and Alfeu having a bit of trouble with this map, finding a couple of breaks in the middle of it.
This map just very RNG in general. This should be like a basic DT1, right?
No, this is, if I remember right, this is kind of a Nomad map, basically. It's AR 10.2, but 189 BPM after DT. So this is kind of just high AR and very, very low BPM otherwise, which can be really tough, honestly. In some respects, for some players, it'll be easier. For Nomad players, it'll be easier. You're just dealing with the approach rate. For DT players, it might feel a little off because you have this really high approach rate, AR 10.2, on something that is, relatively low BPM. If I remember right, this isn't even an aim map. This is more of kind of a bit of a burst finger control map. I don't remember exactly. I might be trolling on that one. There's obviously some jumps in here to start us off, and we'll kind of find out again exactly what this map brings to the table. Very, very early miss for Alfeu, but you can see a little bit of finger control, a little bit of slider aim in this map as well early on.
That break's going to matter in a bit of time if nobody proceeds to find any drops later on in this map. Right now, the aim volatility or the aim variables happening. You have some squares, you have that aim control, you have the little bit of flow, and the second break to come again out for you. a trade on Fedora, Goose, and Thuya. So it's going to be traded by 1 FC, but it is still going to be 2 FCs to 3, favoring that right side of your screen on the Lounette team. But the accuracies right now, I think, are very similar between all players right now. Only 1 SS on the board on Tosin Jordan on Team Sun. But the breaks just happening left and right from that DT1 pass prior on the match that they had before are starting to reflect again, as no breaks are happening, but only the 3 in the middle of your board.
Yeah, Long Noir actually finding a break just as you say that, but I don't know if there's enough time for this to go back the way of Sun. This is not a very combo-dense ending here. And it is still about 1.5 million points in favor of lounette. So I think even with the big combo lead they have, it's not going to be enough. And yeah, about 1.3 million team score in favor of lounette by the end of the map. Very well done from them. 2 FCs on the board, not quite as strong of a team score as they had previously put up, but it will be enough to take the point over Sun once again, despite the double S coming out from Tosin Jordan.
Yep, they couldn't find any better scores from the last time they played this around that last match they played for Sun. So, unfortunately, going to drop that point, but it is picks going to the side of both teams in respective sides. Not out of the water yet. We do have ourselves a series here, a match to be precise. So, lots of maps to pick from. Of course, the group stage, we have tons of stuff to pick. We have a huge selection of maps, considering that Noma's yet to be touched. But we are going into the Bad Apple map, which is the storyboard map. So Dio needs to change everything right now. Again.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yep,
boy.
It's time. It's time again.
Luckily, I already have storyboards on, so I can just go back to dim and do this. And everybody's already on dim, because we had this map already on a previous match today that I was streaming, so I figured I'd leave at least the storyboards on. And yeah, this is a full storyboard map. This is one of those ones where you have 0% dim, and you have a full storyboard enabled, as well as nothing normal going on. It is AR 0 if you're going to play it normally. And looks very, very odd because it is all focused on replicating different rhythm games within the game's storyboard. As the difficulty says, it's a bunch of different rhythm games in this one.
Don't remember the total count, but I believe there's like around 10 to 15 rhythm games. A couple of these are ranging from arcade rhythm games to some rhythm games on the mobile device, and then of course your PC rhythm games as well. Very, very fun storyboard. I've yet to play this one too. I actually would consider trying this out, even if you're not playing the tournament as well.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see what the rosters look like for those teams. Insert Fedora Goose, Lightning Fox, and Alphew in for Sun. Darna, Lonk Noir, Amount Chopi, and Thunder in for lounette. And in we go to the rhythm game gauntlet of Nomad 6. Hidden's not particularly mattering on this one. As you can see, it changes nothing about the game, and Alphew is probably going to be asking for an abort here, if I had to guess. Bro is not playing, so I'm assuming we're going to get an abort.
Bro forgot storyboard, probably.
He may have forgotten storyboard.
Yeah, he's definitely asking for an abort.
His tablet disconnected.
Oh.
False start there.
I love it when we have tech issues.
Yeah.
Tablet disconnected.
All right, there we go. So should be in now, hopefully. And not far into the map at all, so abort there completely fine. And there we go. Everybody loading in. No problems. Hidden's on the same players as well.
Beat Mania. What's the OD on this? I think like accuracy could be pretty high on this.
It's pretty low, but I mean, OD on storyboard maps is always going to be pretty low, and that never really seems to matter for accuracy. AC can always be kind of tough on maps like this, just because, you know, it's not Osu. It's a different game. How did Alfie miss that? What?
Whoa.
I actually don't know what he missed on.
Yeah, and it's not even Bancho. We don't even have sliders in this.
No.
That's a real mess. I'm not sure if we talked about the hidden multiplier being a pretty big aspect of the storyboard. Instead of just putting on your hidden players, you put on your best players that'll be able to do some really good scores on this map. So consider that insert Lightning Fox, Midarna, and Amo Chupi have the hidden on, which considers them to be one of the best players for the storyboard map. We cannot see the combos right now. We probably can't even say who break to.
No, and there's been a lot of breaks in this section across all the matches so far this weekend. Does look like Lonk Noir found a break. He does not have the same amount of score as other players right now. He's got about 10 million. Kind of see when the heartbeat happened, where his score was at. I think it's just Lonk Noir and Alfew who have broken so far. I believe everybody else on that full combo. Yep. And so combo lead actually with Sun now. A little later on in this Nomad 6, as Lonk Noir's missed timing. Not going to be good for the side of Lounette. Everybody else on these full combos, though, and the score actually is going to be coming back over to Sun very, very shortly. And if these combos stay as they are, they're going to eventually win this map as well.
Can't see the combos. Let's see if any breaks happen, but that lead now shortly shifting towards Sun. And oh my goodness, Sun, that is a really, really tight comeback right here. Lonk Noir finds a break. Midarna dropping that FC. And now it is the three-way against that two-way. Everyone's breaking left and right. What is happening? Another FC dropped, another one as well. But now into the Osu gameplay, the hardest map section here. That's a break on Fedora Goose. It is now 1 FC to 1, but I don't think there is enough time for Lounette to able to come back this. Insert needs to hold against Thunder here.
Yeah, it is just one combo each for either of these teams right now. It is, as you said, Insert and Thunder, and it's close enough, not even a million team score, that if either of them misses, I don't think it goes back. We're 30 combo away from the ending, Exia. This is going to be the win for Sun, regardless of what happens here. And Sun pulling out ahead 2-0 to start off this match. Very well done to them. Both these hidden players pulling out the FC. Looks like 100 for Insert on that one. 2 100s for Thunder. Very, very well played to the both of them on not quite the perfect combo for Insert. Dropped a slider end there somehow. There's only so many sliders in this map to drop a slider end on, but somehow he managed it. Thunder with regular 2 100s. Good act as well from Midarna, Amauchipi, and Alfew, but the better combo coming through for Sun. With Lightning Fox and Fedora Goose getting pretty far into the map before finally finding those breaks.
The map is so buns. Don't talk shit about my storyboard map. It's lit. See, right side. Yeah, Lounette has the next pick. And with a couple of maps left, I think most of the DTs have disappeared from the 2 first picks. I believe we still have a huge selection of nomads. Nomad 1, Nomad 2 being the more kind of mod slotted, or excuse me, slot pooled maps. So if you're expecting some very, very side readable maps, pick some Nomad 1 or Nomad 2, but DT4, I believe this is another flowy map, if I remember correctly.
Actually, don't remember. No, this is the DT1.
Oh.
It is 58 seconds, TV size, DT aim, AR 10.3. This is the actual DT1 in this pool. Why is it not in DT1? I don't know. Funsies.
Thank you, Hippo Cup.
Yep. So yeah, this is just your TV size DT aim map. Let's set baby's first 250 PP play. Maybe it's 300 with hidden. I don't know. Hold on.
Hold on.
Nope, it's 277 with hidden for a double S.
Oh.
Okay. Is it even 250 for a Nomad SS? It is 264 for a Nomad SS.
Why does hidden give you nothing? Oh my gosh.
Well, you know, it might be AR 10.3 and it might also be 50 seconds. So hidden probably shouldn't give you too much on this.
The Gen Z attention span maps. Let us use 4 minutes to pick the map and then play the map for 50 seconds.
Oh, see if they can get in for the 50-second map. Fedora Goose, Alphew, Tosin Jordan, and Vivlos in for Sun. Thuya, Sully, Loncnoir, and Thunder in for lounette. He was taking the hidden here, probably Alphew, Fedora Goose for Sun. I don't know that it matters all that much on a map like this, right? Like, hidden is maybe comfort on something like this. Most players are going to be pretty fine with hidden double time or DT only on a pretty basic map like this. That said, this is, I mean, I've been talking about this as a basic map, but there is some, you know, kind of pattern aim and awkward pattern jumps in this map as well. Going to be Thunder taking that hidden double time. Just need a quick panic on him to see the hidden double time. Also didn't have the no fail on because of the tournament client. And we have 0% background dim. Remind me to fix that after this map. In the meantime, of course, we got a very good view of this background, which is, I think, just some like anime keyframe. Don't know from where.
Gosh, my eyes, the gamma, or just feel the contrast from the map. But I don't even know. We're probably halfway done the map already.
Pretty much.
And considering, yeah, was there a break? No, there wasn't even a combo break.
It's just
anybody.
I mean, this is a very, very small score lead, right? This is maybe 100K. Oh, there goes Thuya, though. Finds the break there. And now it's going right on back over to Sun. 3-way to 4-way in favor of Sun on this map. And I think Sun is going to be able to take this unless they find a couple of tragic misses here near the end. There goes another miss for Thuya, though, instead of anyone on Sun. And that is going to be the map. Just over 500K in favor of Sun on that one. Actually, we did have a couple of misses at the very start of the map for 3 members of Sun. Look at that.
Oh.
It was not act difference. It was combo difference at the start, Exia. 1 FC, better than 3. Easy clap.
I was thinking about it. Does it suck to, like, you know, you're the only player in the lobby that just kind of, like, you know, threw for your team, but, like, you got to keep moving forward. It's one of those tournaments where if you're the only one missing, you cost yourself the map. It does feel bad, especially in a score v1 or even, like, in tournaments related to this one, score v2, either way. Especially just, yeah, considering the low SR, it makes sense. 3-1-1 is the pick as well, so I think this is... Damn. I don't have any memory of this.
What is the map name again on this?
Cygnus and Villa?
Oh, this is the CS5 AR8 low BPM flow map. It's mostly like linear flow, but not grid linear flow, right? So it's a more modern kind of linear flow map. It is the most turny. This is the most turny core map in the pool. This is like your stock standard CS5 AR8 free mod anti mod pick.
It's a very simple map. Definitely considering the free mod rules is that you only need 2 mods, but we've seen some crazy over mods. I think the most mods I've seen in this map on one team was 7. So see if anybody here is considering to break that record, but I don't believe so. Are gonna have to play it safe. I don't know if no mods is considerably easier on this map. I am favoring high AR players like Hard Rock, or even in the hidden Hard Rock will be a little bit easier, but there are some reading players in this lobby. You do have that density AR8 players that can be able to play that, but you just need 2 mods, and I'm definitely expecting some over mods here.
From my memory from last week, kind of the highest scores that we saw on this were mostly no mod players, but Hard Rock definitely felt like the next easiest, even though it's OD7. Just because, you know, AR10, most players in open rank tournaments are not really all that comfortable on that low approach rate. And here we see, I believe Thunder's going to be taking a hidden here. Thunder is a hidden preference player. And yep, there we go. And somehow after panicking, Toybot is loading into the wrong map. I don't know. How did I need to double panic on this map? That's crazy. One no mod in the whole lobby for Fedora Goose here is a little surprising. I can't lie. Let's see if the overmod pays off for either of these teams. Note, in Hippo Cup, you only need 2 players to take a mod. That's it. That's the only requirement for free mod. There's no mod uniqueness requirement or anything like that. So anything beyond 2 players modding is an overmod in this tournament. And there goes Lounette on the Hard Rock for lounette.
Yeah, maybe the precision is a little bit difficult on this map. I do understand why no mod gets higher scores, considering that, yeah, you have the circle size 5, you have the AR8, and considering that reading players are just very good at that kind of skill set, they can bang that out. But 1 SS on the board, that's on Toy, but actually Sorry as well with another SS. So Sun is kind of running lounette's money on this map already. 1/3 down, and that is no breaks on the side of Sun, but only that lounette break in the middle of that section. A little sad smile just to show the dissatisfaction of that break, but Toybot dropping that SS. Still huge combo advantage because it's 4 FCs to 3 currently on the advantage of Sun.
Yeah, not really much to say. I mean, at this point, it's the 4-way full combo versus not. That said, I mean, there is big combo now on lounette. There goes Sorry. Okay, it is still 3 full combos to 3, and now big combo lead in favor of lounette. And this score lead is not all that big, Exia. It's down to about 1 million team score in favor of Sun, and it's going to start coming back the way of lounette very quickly here into the last quarter of the map. And there is definitely enough time for this to come back, but they have to hold all 3 of these FCs plus the supporting combo from lounette if they want to be able to take this. Any miss here at the end with the triple Hard Rock can bring it back the way of Sun instantly, but everyone's still holding for lounette, and as long as that's the case, they should be in the clear here, already up 1 million team score over Sun themselves, and with just a sliver of map left, that is going to be a point on the board for lounette, 3-2 after this map.
Looked done and dusted, but Sorry gives them just a sliver of hope and does give advantage towards lounette, and that should have been, I don't think that was the break point. Oh, that is a break point. Damn, we go double break points. So that is an opportunity for lounette to be able to consolidate this now. So an opportunity to go up 4-1 turns into that break point, and now 3-3 looks like a sight that we can be seeing in the future of this match. But that is free mod 1 done, and look at those accuracies. Nobody dropping below 97%, only lowest accuracy on Amao Chupi. But that doesn't matter because combo is the game that you must play in the Hippo Cup at 9.
And that is a no mod 1 pick for lounette after the break point on free mod 1. Just going for a coin flip here once again. I mean, this has been a lot of relatively coin flippy sort of maps, I think, for lounette. DT1, well, DT1 not so much. DT4 definitely, right, with how short that is, only 58 seconds. And of course, that is one that did not work out for them. That was the first break point of the match. So maybe I'm not sure if I like this pick or not. We'll have to see how it ends up. Obviously, DT4 from Nomad 1 are very different sorts of maps. Definitely a kind of interesting pick considering how that DT4 went. So we'll see how well their higher spacing aim consistency goes on this map.
What is this guy saying in chat? We love our TV size Noma 1s. Well, can we put TT on this? I don't think we can do that. Not sure. Anyways, Noma 1. So many coin flips on this map. I've never seen an 8-way on this map yet. There has been 4-way FCs on teams, but not the whole lobby FCing. It hasn't gone down to an accuracy battle yet. But this map, as RNG edit is, as 6.5 stars. How much PP is this? Let's go check.
Like 300 or something. I don't know. Not that much.
Let's go. 7 digits getting their 300 PP play this early.
Hey, I think 300 is for 6 digits nowadays. I'm pretty sure 300 is like a 6-digit score.
Maybe.
It is. Wow, this is 375 for an SS. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh, it is OD 9.4. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that does make sense.
This is actually quite high OD. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, honestly, quite a lot of PP for this. I really didn't expect it to be 375. That surprised me. But
oh, wait, this is like 400 for hidden, then.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, 408 for a hidden SS. All right, let's see if anybody gets their first 400 on this map.
Looking at all those hidden players. Ooh. Toybot is missing hidden.
Oh, he is definitely missing the hidden. All right, well, no one missed, so I can panic without assuming that somebody's going to miss in the easy part. Surely nobody misses in this easy part. Oh my God, Midarna. Come on. Padaru! What are we doing? Okay, Midarna's with Bancho. Thunder? Thunder? I think Padaru and Thunder were real misses. Oh my God. Okay, well, that is maybe the map. I think the map is over.
Yep, it's nope. Unless Sun just loses everything, but I don't think they're going to lose it on an A map like this. They did well in our DT4. I don't think they're going to drop anything, but it's Toybot to break. So maybe a glimpse of hope here, but it is just 2 FCs to the 3. Oh my goodness. Nope, the map's not over. That is combo advantage towards the side of lounette. I don't know if there's enough time, but you do need to hit the last key eye jumps, and that's going to be the most important part. But Midarna just ruined your chances of making a comeback. A 3-way break, Toybot breaking a break again, and that is definitely the map. Sun taking it. Breakpoint again, 3 in a row, and wow, that looked really scary for Sun there.
Yeah, 3 correct picks and then 3 breakpoints in a row for each of these teams. So 4-2 now, the lead for Sun here. Be happy to be up a consolidated breakpoint match point now for Sun as well. lounette at the mercy of their opponents here. Sun, if they pick correctly right now, they can close this out 5-2, which honestly would be really nice to have. Looking at Group F, Sun, they're already beaten Disco Chuds 5-2. If they win this one 5-2 as well, I believe they are locked to first pending their match with Hippo Tam. Hippo Tam is another team that is 2-0 in the group. So if they win this, they are locked into the top 2, and their final placement in the group would just depend on that matchup versus Hippo Tam. So Sun looking very, very good here. Just need to win one more map, whereas lounette down 0-1 at the moment with that tiebreaker loss to Pipotem earlier in the day. If they can win this, then they'll at least be 1-1 rather than 0-2, and there would still be a way for them to get out of the group. I'm going to go with Hard Rock 4 for Sun to try and close this match out.
I'm not tripping. I think the rules were like only two get out of only two get out of group stage, or is it three,
only
but
two?
One goes to loser bracket. Okay. Damn, these group stage have high stakes. Damn.
Yeah.
Losing one match is basically like death. All right. Hard Rock 4. I think this is a very simple precision map. I think you can look at free mod 1 as a type of way to look at this, but it is still gonna have that little bit variable of flow, the variables of aim. But it is going to be that precision map. I think you've seen in that free mod 1 specifically that most of the breaks came from the precision players playing on the hidden Hard Rock, as well as just Hard Rock being plain. So don't expect some crazy four ways on this map. This may be a little bit more readable, or maybe a little bit more generic in terms of just like very easy patterning. So very, very scary for Nyayuna, as considering that Sun has been doing well on these very convincing maps that aren't very coin flippy, except for that normal one, which did come down to just loads of breaks.
All right, and loading into it, we got a couple of players not quite ready to go into this one. Let's see if we find some of those easy breaks in this map. I have a feeling they'll probably come up once again. As you said, CS 6.5 Hard Rock, always a little bit tricky, especially on something a little bit more aim control flow focused like this map.
Cuts. No one breaking. Actually, just a one break on Thuya. And Emma Chupi. Fortunately, gonna butcher that name a couple of times, but that's gonna be a break on them. So already early on and already down almost half of the map is going to be Sun with a huge advantage with 4 FCs to 2. And considering that precision really being the deficit of Lunette's kind of like scores right now, that's basically the map if no breaks come from Sun in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think this is probably going to be it. Like you said, they need a break very soon. Instead, it comes from Thuya, and once again, another break for Lunette. And they're really reliant on multiple FCs dropping instantly here for Sun if Lunette want to take this, and I don't think that's going to be the case. They are down now over 2 million team score, and I believe that is going to be GG 5-2. Alfew, maybe I've spoken too soon. Alfew does find the drop. It is Fedora Goose and Sardi, though, still holding on to the double FC and preserving that score lead for Lunette. Yes, Alfew will break once again, but I don't think it's going to matter. That's a 2.5 million team score lead for Sun. That is a 5-2 score lead, and that is GG in favor of Sun. They lock advancement from Group F.
I think that is going to be the first team, or the second team actually, to be projected into winner's bracket from that group. So I believe you can already see that Nyayuna and Disco Chuds in that group have already been considered to be eliminated of that group stage. So I believe Sun has made it to the winner's bracket. If I believe that they need to win that match against People Tam, which will be happening tomorrow at 17 UTC. But we have so many matches today in so many groups. We just have loads of stuff going on.
Yeah, but that is going to do it for us for now. Sun, they are locked into the winner's bracket. Depending on the results of their matchup versus Pipotam, they will either be into the top 16 of or top 8 of the winner's bracket or bottom 8 of the winner's bracket, one way or the other. But they are into the winner's bracket round of 16 after this match, alongside Pipotam, who will be the deciding matchup for that placement within the winner's bracket for both of those teams. Our next match is at 19 UTC. That is going to be Grease Monkey versus Club Step in Group B. That is the third matchup in Group B. Our top seed versus the bottom seed in the group. Club Step, they've yet to win a match. They have won a point each against the other two teams in this group. So see if they can get a point as well versus Grease Monkey or not at 19 UTC. Until then, thank you all for watching. Thank you to Exia for casting with me. Congratulations to Sun on advancing from this group. And lounette unfortunately eliminated from Hippo Cup with this match. They do have another match, so I hope you enjoy your last match of the tournament. We'll see you all back here in an hour or so for our last matchup of the day.
Thank you.